Hello, my name is Luca. I am the chef and creator of Squirrel Meals PDX, and I am an instructor and resident chef here at Portland Cook Shop as well. So here for the Consume Something Amazing video series, I'm going to be making B.L.T with some heirloom tomatoes, of course our farm fresh egg, and our tender lettuce that we got here. Really the base to every good B.L.T is going to come from our good ingredients. So that's why we got our super fresh, super seasonal tomatoes. I've never eaten hothouse tomatoes. I've never eaten tomatoes in the middle of December. I am eating them now when they are ripe and really beautiful. These are black crim tomatoes. They're soft and tender and ready to be eaten. So good ingredients is obviously a good start. And that's going to come down to our making some mayonnaise as well. So we're going to throw together a little bit of mayonnaise. That's going to be the base sauce on our B.L.T. and it's going to really take our B.L.T. to the next level. And it's a great application for your farm fresh eggs. Of course, I can't just leave it just like that. We're just going to dress it up with a few herbs that we have from around the garden. Right here I have a little tarragon and some chives. Really, any kind of herb that you're getting in your CSA, you need to be using, you need to be garnishing, throwing it into mixtures like this. Those are really great sources of nutrients, a great source of flavor and color, right? You start to eat with your eyes before your mouth, so you got to think about how things look as well. And we'll just fold in these herbs. All right, so of course, it's very important to have a good slice of bread to make your sandwich on. So I have a little bit of a throwback here to my time spent at Sweetie D. For about 3 or 4 weeks over the summer, when we were getting really beautiful tomatoes, we would turn on the B.L.T sandwich, and it would be made on Adama bread. It's a cornmeal molasses bread. It has New England roots, but really it's a sweet, savory, textural, soft wonderland that I think is perfect for this type of sandwich. So I'm gonna take a few slices of that and I'm gonna toast it in a little butter on the stove. We got bacon right here. So really, this is gonna be your crunchy, smoky, salty aspect of this sandwich. You know, a good vegetarian option for me, you know, I tend to stay away from the tempeh bacon or the Satan bacon. It's not really in my diet. But what I would do is I would maybe thinly roast some eggplant to where it gets nice and charred and maybe a little bit crispy and layer that into my sandwich, or maybe I would add a little bit of avocado into the mix too to kind of dress that up a little bit. So we have our toast toasting. So we want it to have that nice golden color. And then we're gonna prepare our tomatoes. So I'm a big fan of using a serrated knife and slicing tomatoes. The serrated edge really digs into the skin nicely. And I like to cut really nice, thick slices of tomatoes starting from the bottom up. We're gonna make sure to give them a little pinch of sea salt. This is some Jacobsen sea salt, good flaky sea salt. That's really gonna brighten up these tomatoes and bring them to life. And then lastly, we're going to get our salad greens ready. Here I have a beautiful head of red butter lettuce. You might get different varieties of sweet, tender greens in your CSA. Any of these will work beautifully in this. And I just love these beautiful sweet greens. So yeah, what I'll do is I like to keep kind of large pieces of these. That should be enough for one sandwich. And I will just really lightly season them. Take a small pinch of salt, just barely a little drizzle of olive oil just to kind of moisten the leaves. And then here I have some white vinegar with some tarragon. And this is gonna be a little bit of acid, a little brightness to this. Anytime I'm dressing greens, I try to make sure to massage the dressing or the oil and vinegar into the leaves. It's a good way to handle these tender greens without bruising them too much, and it also allows you to like thoroughly dress these kind of larger leaves. So now it's time to assemble our sandwich. We got our lovely toasted monogama bread, and we're gonna start by putting a nice layer of this herb mayo that we made. I don't really hold back here. We just took the time to make a really lovely mayonnaise, and I want that to be really present in this sandwich. But you know, if you have a different preference, you gotta go with what you like. We'll just take a few of these slices of tomato, a few pieces of bacon, our dressed tender greens, and voila, our B.L.T sandwich. There it is.